Hi everyone, I'm Renee from the Staten Island Children's Museum. I know you were missing our fire truck exhibit, but the real firefighters are still working hard to keep us safe. Grab your imaginary fire jacket and boots and let's gear up with Firefighter Wasser. You may remember from Ladder 11 exhibit that the gear is important to keep the firefighters safe in a fire. They keep their pants in their boots so they can put them on as fast as possible if there is an alarm. The gear is fire resistant and has reflective strips so that they can be seen in the dark. The radio connects them to other firefighters and officers. The brown cloth that goes over their head is called a hood and protects their necks and ears. Now we are ready to get a behind-the-scenes tour at a real Staten Island firehouse. Did you know that a fire truck and a fire engine are actually different? See if you can notice any differences during our tour. Let's start with the fire engine. This is where the officer sits with the computer that tells them what the call is, where it is, what firehouses are going, and any additional information they might need, like the building's layout. The firefighters can also see this screen and it helps them come up with a plan. This is where the firefighters sit. Their tanks and masks are on the back of their seats so they can put them on while riding to the fire. These help them breathe. Their helmets are there for when they get off the truck. This is also where tools like wrenches are stored to open the hydrant and control water flow. What do you think this is on the back of the engine? It's the hose. There are actually 3 different sizes of hose depending on the size of the fire. This is the pump panel where they connect to the hydrant and to the hose that will be used to put out the fires. This panel, like at the Staten Island Children's Museum, is to control the water pressure going into the hose. This is where the chauffeur, or driver, sits next to the officer. Now let's check out the fire truck. Like in the engine, there is also a place for firefighters to sit with their helmets and masks ready to be put on. This is also where tools like saws are stored to help them find the fire. Do you see the ladder? It is folded up on the truck and it extends 100 feet so that firefighters can get up to the roof or very high buildings. There are also smaller ladders that can come off the truck and be put wherever they are needed. This is where the chauffeur, or driver, sits. The officer is next to them. Like in the engine, they also have the computer that tells them the information about the fire. See the ladder? Did you notice the major difference between the truck and the engine? The engine has a large hose that hooks to the pump on their truck and then to the hydrant. The truck has a large ladder attached for firefighters to enter the buildings. Which do we have at the museum? That's right, we have a fire engine because we hook up to the fire hydrant. Can you spot which is which when you go for a walk?